Hey besties, welcome to Something About Pineapples. This is the intro to my Red Queen reading vlog. Yeah, welcome. We're going to be reading the Red Queen series in this vlog. Um, I thought that I had not read Glass Sword before, but it turns out that I actually have and just had like no memory of it. So that's awesome. So here's my plan. Here's what I'm going to do. I already reread the last few chapters of Red Queen, the first book, because I do like legitimately remember reading that one, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. What I don't remember at all is Glass Sword, so I'm gonna reread that one from the very beginning, starting today on Thursday, the 22nd of August. And we're just gonna start with that and go on from there. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually film this weekend because it's my sister's birthday weekend and my cousin is in town, so we've got plans all weekend. Let's just get into reading. Hi besties. Long time no talk. It is currently Tuesday, August 27th at about 10:30 in the morning. I'm going to be real with you. I have not done a good job at reading this weekend because, as you may be able to tell from hopefully the montage that I just put in there, I had a very busy weekend with my sisters and cousin, mom and dad, brother's girlfriend, all of it. We were doing a lot. We hung out at my sister's apartment all weekend, and then we did a lot of grocery shopping. As you can see, we went to Costco and we ate a lot of food, played a lot of board games and card games. And then on Sunday, we celebrated my sister's birthday. And through all of this, I read 2 chapters of Glass Sword, which I have right here. I read 2 whole entire chapters of this book. But ever since I got home yesterday on Monday and I just had a reset day, it's so hard going from hanging out with like your sisters and cousin or like your best friend or whatever all weekend long to suddenly being back to real life. Super hard transition. So I didn't film anything yesterday. I read a lot yesterday and today so far this morning. I am on chapter, I don't even know, chapter 10. So we're really bootin' scootin'. Uh, I posted on my Instagram story this morning or last night that I'm enjoying this so much more than I did the first time around. And I know that I hated it the first time, but I cannot for the life of me remember why or what specific thing made me hate it so much. So I said that on my Instagram story, and then a close friend of mine responded and said, "Don't worry, it gets worse." So I'm really looking forward to that. So far, my only notes on it are kind of like not super important. Like the plot is, I think, progressing well, but it's kind of stop and go. Like crazy things will happen, and then it'll just be like nothing. And we're just getting Mare's like internal monologue, and I'm like, this is boring. You're stupid. What is the point of life? And then we'll get some like crazy action stuff, and then it's like, oh, boring, dumb, bad. And so it's just like it's whiplash, but it's not like detrimental to me really. There was one conversation, and this is just a writing thing. This is just how Victoria Aveyard wrote this specific conversation where I genuinely thought that another character had entered the conversation, just like the switch. It was Kalorn and Mare talking, and it was I don't think they were still on the Mersive. I think it was after that when they had gotten to Tuck and they were yelling at each other like they were arguing bad. I like if I were in that kind of an argument with someone, I wouldn't talk to them for like 3 days afterward. And then it just switched and they're back to being besties and cute and smiley and laughy and giggly and I'm just like what? It was such a total like turnaround mid conversation that I genuinely thought one of her brothers or Cal got out of prison. Spoiler alert, sorry. I seriously did not. I had to reread it probably like 6 times in order to understand that it was still Kalorn and Mare. There was just this weird switch in tone and how they were speaking to each other, which just totally threw me off and like kind of killed my reading vibes for that time. But but other than that, it's not bad. I mean, we are now on oh, this is spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, you shouldn't be watching this. We are on the black turn. What is it called? Black turn? I'm pretty sure it's Black Run. We are on the Black Run, which the Scarlet Guard stole from whatever base it was back in the first book when they said a training accident went wrong. It was actually the Scarlet Guard stealing literal planes, literal fighters. And it's Cal, Kalorn, Mare, Farley, and Shade. So they literally just abandoned the rest of their family back on Tuck, which I mean, I guess is fine because it's like they're safe, but still. And they decide, okay, what do we do now? Like they just escaped Tuck. I guess I can see why because they would have been branded as traitors once Colonel woke up, but still, it's weird to me. And they're going to go after the list of names that Julian had. All of this is from the first book. The other New Bloods or Reds with superpowers. And they're going to go after Nyx Marston is the first New Blood that they're going after. And that's exactly where I left off, was literally her saying the name Nyx Marston. So I will continue reading this today and forever and for the rest of my life probably. But I have something fun. I have a book haul. We went on, let's see, Sunday morning. We went to a Barnes and then a Second and Charles before lunch. And so I have 5 books, but 2 of them are on loan from my cousin. She brought them here to me. Okay. So the books that I am borrowing from her are Queen Charlotte, Julia Quinn, and Shonda Rhimes. This is the large print edition, and it is it is so. Oh, there's a bookmark. Okay, it's such a big print. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I'm gonna read this so fast because of it. Not gonna start this for like probably a while though, because obviously I'm reading the Red Queen series, and then I have like 8,000 other books that I want to read too. So probably won't start Queen Charlotte for a while. Oh, it's from Ed Judson, M. Judson Booksellers. Literally my favorite bookstore in Greenville. Oh, wait, that makes me so happy. I don't know if she got that copy from there, but this is the M. Judson bookmark. I miss M. Judson so much. Okay, and then next that I'm borrowing from her is just The Duke and I, Bridgerton. I watched Bridgerton a while ago, not a while ago, just like a few months ago, and was like, okay, now I need to read the books so that I can compare the two. And so that's why I borrowed these from her because I knew that she had them and I knew I didn't want to buy them because there's like 8,000 or something. So there's that. And the bookmarks in this are three plane tickets, boarding passes. So don't know why. But from Second and Charles, I got three books. The first one that I got is The Turnout by Megan Abbott. It sounds like a thriller, but ballet, which is like perfect because those two things are my only personality traits. So it's kind of like giving me the Kingdom of Sweets vibes, like this innocent kind of thing, but turned bad. So super excited about that. And I'm also incredibly excited about Kingdom of Sweets. Like that's just going to be such a fun Christmas read, I think. This next one is a book I bought for my future children, Wings of Fire. This is the seventh one because 2ET Sutherland is actually insane. So 2ET Sutherland has like 27 books in the series, which is insane. But they're also kids, they're super short, so it's kind of a Keepers of Velocities situation. Keeper, I should reread Keeper for a video. Tessa Bailey, Too Hard to Forget. I'm not a romance girly. I'm just not. I I don't know. Even though I have a relatively big romance collection, and I want to read more sports romances. I've read, unfortunately, I read Icebreaker. I read The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. So good. So good. So I was like, okay, we can give another football romance a try. So, Too Hard to Forget by Tessa Bailey. I did not read the back of it. I don't know anything about it. So that's all my update is for you guys. I haven't read a lot of Glass Sword, but I bought some books and, hung out with family. It was a good weekend. I think I'll split my reading vlog up into two parts. So this will be part one, and it'll be like weekend vlog slash Red Queen reading vlog. And then, part two will be hopefully full Red Queen reading vlog. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm going to keep reading. We're going to really pack that book away. And I will see you guys in part two. Bye. Red Queen weeding, widowy Red Queen weeding vlog. Two parts and do this be.